Hey there, I hope you're doing really good today. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best 20 tips and tricks for your new LG K40.
Hey there, my name's Sergio with Surge Tech, and in this channel I do tech reviews and tutorials. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so now. Hit the bell to receive notifications on my future videos. There's gonna be links to all the information that I talk about in this video down below in the description. All right, let's get right to the video now.
So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the best 20 tips and tricks for your new LG K40. So let's begin with the first one. The first one is going to be called Screen Timeout. With Screen Timeout, you will be able to choose how fast your screen is going to lock automatically. And all you're going to have to do to access to this setting is going to be right here in the settings menu. You're going to head to display, and once you're in there, you're going to go all the way down to where it says Screen Timeout. Once you select and enter to that side menu, you're going to have all these options where you can select if you want your phone to turn off automatically in 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and you can do it up to 15 minutes or keep the screen turned on. So once you do that, you select whichever time works best for you, and once you do it, your phone will lock in that time you picked. The new LG K40 comes with a great display size, but it can be hard sometimes to reach the top side of the phone. There is a setting that is going to help you work this out, and that's going to be right on the settings menu. You're going to head to display, and you're going to go all the way down to where it says mini view. Basically, this is going to help you make your screen size smaller so you can reach to every single part of the screen with only one hand. So once you're in that menu, you just activate it. You go to the home screen and then you swipe to the left or right. It's going to show you a little instruction of how everything's going to work. You just have to press OK and the screen will be minimized. And you can also choose the size of the mini screen by just touching on the corner and making it bigger or maybe smaller. And once you're done, all you have to do is press the X and you'll be back in your regular home screen. Next up, we're going to have the full menu button, which basically means that this phone as preset comes with this display where you don't have an app drawer. You just have to swipe and find the apps that you want to pick. But also you have the option to select this little button right here, which is going to bring the app drawer. You can see right there easily every single app on your phone without having to swipe to the sides. So as you just saw, that setting doesn't come preset on your phone, and all you're going to have to do to activate it is going to be go to your settings, and once you're there, you're going to head to display once again. You're going to go to home screen, and once you're in home screen, you're going to see the first option, which is going to say select home. You go there, and then you're going to have three options. You can select home, which is going to show all the apps on the home screen. You can select home and app drawer, which is going to be the one that we're using, and then you also have easy home. So right there, you just select your favorite and you are all set to go. Trick number 4 is going to be the smart cleaning, and this is going to help you if your phone is getting a little slow or maybe it's not running the same way it used to. Smart cleaning will help you optimize the phone. As you can see right now, this phone has 44% in internal storage and also has 65% in memory. So if you optimize the phone, it's going to delete all the unused apps, maybe junk files, and also unnecessary files. So once it's done, you're going to see a little bit of improvement on your phone. As you can see now, I have an internal storage 43% and in memory I have 64%. And right here on the same menu, we're going to have the option called battery saver. And what this is going to do is going to extend your battery life when the battery gets low. You're going to have three options to select from. You have the off mode, you have the extended, and you also have the maximum. When you have the off mode, your phone is supposed to last about 6 hours and 24 minutes, whereas if you have the extended, it's going to last about 9 hours and 15 minutes. And if you have the maximum, it should last about 16 hours and 27 minutes. Whenever you select to each of the options, you're going to have a little menu which is going to show you what's going to be deactivated on your phone so the battery lasts longer. For example, if you select the extended mode, the vibration on your phone is going to be disabled and the background activity and data is going to be restricted, and the maximum brightness is going to be tops 90%. And if you pick the maximum, they're going to restrict the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and location as well. You're going to have a black theme. The background activity and data is going to be restricted as well. You're going to have a maximum brightness of 80% and the frame rate is going to be reduced. So whenever you're ready, you can just select whichever and press turn on. Right here in the Smart Clean menu, you're going to have the battery usage. The battery usage menu is going to help you to figure out and learn which apps are draining your battery the most. For example, we have apps at a 5%, we have the screen at 2%, and we have also the other details right here. It also shows the total usage of the phone and also the screen usage. You're also going to have a little graph up here. And last but not least, on the Smart Cleaning menu, you're also going to have the test hardware. And what this is going to do is basically going to help you test each of these sections to check if they're functioning properly. You just have to select whichever function you want to do, you press on them, and automatically it's going to test it and it's going to let you know if everything's working good or if you need something fixed. Or you can just simply select test all. As you can see, all of them are working properly. And on these phones, as most of the smartphones nowadays, you can just take a screenshot by just pressing the volume down and the power button at the same time. So all you're going to have to do to take the screenshot is going to be press the volume down and press the power button and hold them until you'll see the little shutter camera sound effect. And you can also edit and draw in that picture. Next up, I'm going to show you some of the shortcuts that your new LG K40 brings. So first you need to lock your phone, and now if you double press the volume down, it's going to automatically open up the camera app. And if you block it again and then double press the volume app button, it's going to open the Notes app. Next up, I'm going to show you a little shortcut to open up the notification panel without having to swipe on the screen. And instead of just swiping the screen, all you're going to have to do is swipe down on your fingerprint sensor, and that's going to automatically bring the notification panel down. And if you want to close it, you're going to have to swipe up. And to activate it, all you have to do is go to your settings, and once you're there, you're going to head to General right here. And once you're in General, you're going to go all the way down to where it says Shortcuts, and you're going to have this little option that is going to say View Notification Panel, and it's going to be deactivated as a preset setting. But if you want it, all you have to do is activate it. You leave the settings menu, and once you've done all that, all you're going to have to do is swipe down to see the notification panel. You can swipe down again if you want the quick settings menu, and if you want to take all that away, you have to swipe up. With the new LG K40, you're also able to get a developer menu where you can customize a lot of things on your phone, and it's not a preset setting. So to activate it, you have to go to your settings. You're going to go in General, then you're going to go to all the way down where it says About Phone, and then you're going to head to the Software Info menu. Once you're there, you're going to tap on the build number several times, and then it's going to tell you that you are now a developer. So you go back twice, and now on the General menu, you're going to see the developer options, where you're going to have a full menu to customize yourself as a picture color mode, running services, stay awake, desktop backup password, take bug report, and a bunch of other things to do. And right here on this menu, you can make your animations go faster by just going all the way down to where it says drawing. You're going to see the animator duration scale, and you can change this if you want a little bit faster or maybe slower. You can have it at 0.5, and as you can see, the animations on your phone are going to be a lot faster. Whereas if you want it slower, you can change it to 5 times, and then you're going to see how everything goes slower. One setting about the camera that you may not know is going to be on this little tool right here, that if you select it, you can open up this useful features, and you're going to have the cheese shutter. So basically, whenever you say cheese, smile, whiskey, kimchi, or LG, your phone is going to automatically take a picture. And this feature can be really useful for whenever you're taking a group photo and you have to put your phone away. All you're going to have to do is say LG cheese, and the picture will take automatically. The LG K40 also lets you customize the home screen by just long pressing on an empty space on your screen, and you're going to see this option where it's going to say wallpaper and theme. Right here you can see all the wallpapers that are available to you and also the themes. Once you log into your Google account and you have a Wi-Fi network, you'll be able to see the ones that they sell, because you also have ones that cost money and you also have the free ones. So right here, for example, I'm going to select this theme right here, and I'm going to apply it. And once it's ready, you're going to see that everything changed on the phone. As you can see, our previous theme was blue, and now this one is more like pink and white and blue. And next up, we're gonna have the split screen, and basically what this is gonna do is gonna allow you to multitask by having 2 windows open at the same time. When you have the multi-screen open, you will be able to multitask by having 2 windows open. As you can see here, I have Gmail and also the gallery open. And to activate it, you're gonna need apps open on your recent apps section, and those apps need to have these 2 bars right here, because if they don't have it, that means that they're not available for a split screen. So you select the 2 bars right here on the app, and then you're gonna select the second app with the 2 bars as well, and now you're gonna have both screens open. Now if you want to leave this mode, all you're gonna have to do is press this little 2 bars right here on your menu, and then you're gonna slide down this one right here, and that is gonna take you out out of the split screen. And you can also change or customize the font and the display size on your phone depending on how your view is. If you rather have the smaller or maybe larger, all you have to do is go to your settings. You're gonna head to display, and right here you're gonna have font size, where you can customize it as whatever you feel comfortable, and also the display size, which is gonna be right here. You can make them either bigger or smaller as well. And you can also customize the home touch button. As you can see right now, you have the gesture buttons and you also have the buttons only. With the gesture buttons, basically it's gonna erase this flat icon right here, and you're gonna swipe the home button to see the recent apps. And you can get to the settings by just going to the settings. You're gonna head to display, and you're gonna see right here home touch buttons. Once you're in that menu, you select either buttons only or gesture buttons. And here you will be able to customize the button combination, and also if you want to show the lock and hide icon. And now let's say that you have an app that you don't want people to see, or maybe just for privacy you want to hide it. You can go to your settings, and right here in the search bar you're going to type hide, and once you type it, you're going to see the hide home touch button. So once you select that, it's going to show you a list of all the apps that you have, and you can select which of them are going to be hidden. And once you're done, all you have to do is go to your menu and they will be hidden now. And right here on display, by going on home screen, you can also customize the screen swipe effect that your phone is going to do. You have the slide, you have breeze, panorama, and also carousel. So you just select either of this, and it's going to show you a little example of what's going to happen for each of them. And now last but not least, we're going to have the customization of the widgets, and all you're going to have to do is long press on an empty space on the home screen as well, and then you're going to see a little option down here that's going to say widgets. Once you go there, you're going to have a full menu where you can customize the contacts, drive, documents, app trash, Chrome, and if you keep swiping to the left, you're going to see even more options to customize from. For example, I'm going to go to calendar, and as you can see, you have two options. You're going to have the scheduled calendar, and you're also going to have the calendar. So you just select one and you will add it to the home screen. So those were the best 20 tips and tricks for your new LG K40. Don't forget to give it a like if this video helped you out, and leave a comment down below on which trick was your favorite, and subscribe to see more videos like this. And as always, I will see you in the next video.